Okay, so Chris, but try to rob me and you catch a fist. For real, shot then it is a switch. Okay, I really came back on my shit. My bands be mobile.
Yo, what's up, guys? This is your boy Kofi with KO Sports Talk, and my guy to my right is Jonah Pitney. Today is the main event podcast, and we are going to be talking about a rivalry renewed. The Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers, a long-standing history between these two teams that spans all the way back to 1920, when the Chicago Bears were called the Chicago Staleys and the Green Bay Packers were called the Acme Packers, man. So today we're going to be talking about, a new generation, with Justin Fields. He's a new quarterback. And then we're also going to be talking about Aaron Rodgers, the current superstar for the Green Bay Packers, and why this is important for the Chicago Bears to win this game. So today, Jonah Pitney, we're going to kick it off with you. We're going to talk a little bit more about this matchup. So we're just going to kind of start, with you, bro.
Okay, man. Yeah, like you said, this is going to be a tough matchup for the Chicago Bears. As of right now, they are number 2 in the standings at 3-2, and the Packers at 4-1. Now, the Bears do have more of a chance to win this game, much like they did in 2018 or so many seasons ago. It seemed like it in past. But, man, if the Bears was to win this game, they would not only tie the Packers in the division, but also should be number 1 in the division because they beat the Packers. The Packers already lost once. They should have lost two straight times. They should have lost 2 games. They should have lost a game against the Bengals. Just for some reason, no one wanted to kick the game winner for some goddamn reason. Mason Crosby missed like 5 of them. The other guy missed like 15 of them. It was like, God damn,
Yep. They couldn't make a kick to save their own life.
Right, so it was like, it is what it is. This is the most vulnerable Packers team that I've seen yet. Yeah, they still can make a lot of key plays, even though they're missing their top corner, their top pass rusher, but they still do have quality players at each position. But the Packers is still giving up about 25 points per game, and they're like almost dead last in red zone. So they have allowed like 12 or 13
touchdowns.
13 red zone touchdowns. So it's like, yeah, that's a hell of a lot to be given up. So, but the Bears offense is still a little bit incompetent. So we're just gonna see how they go, because even though Green Bay is one of the worst on third down, the Bears is also one of the worst on third down. So that's going to be the key X factor in seeing if the Bears can keep the Packers offense off the field, because that's going to be the main naysay right there. If they're able to do that, that means the Bears defense is basically rested, and they give them a chance to be able to go after Aaron Rodgers a little bit more. That's what I say to that so far.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course. I think the Bears, they have to establish an identity early and often. We already know, like the past 2 games, they've been run heavy, and so Bill Lazor is going to have to keep up with that identity, because they just can't go into the game and playing too conservatively in this game. Like, yeah, of course, stick to your identity, but at the same time, you also got to incorporate plays that complements your identity, like running play action, running RPOs. That's going to help your quarterback to get his wide receivers open early and often. We know that Green Bay's secondary is already depleted. Kevin King is going to be out. They already ruled him out with the shoulder injury. Of course, Jair Alexander is out. So pretty much they're going to have their rookie Eric Stokes and most of their practice squad players start this game in the secondary. So the Bears, they're going to have to take advantage of that opportunity of like throwing the ball down the field, because with this Green Bay Packers offense, you can't win just scoring like 20, 15 points. It's not going to work like that. They're going to have to score at least 25, 30 points if they want to beat this Packers team, because we already know what Aaron Rodgers Rodgers is made of. I mean, if you even go back in years past, if you go back to even that 2011 season with this MVP season, they had one of the worst defenses in the league at that time. And Aaron Rodgers literally carried that team, even though their offense was stacked. They had Donald Driver, they had Jordy Nelson, they had a whole shebang. Even though it is kind of different because they only got Devontae Adams, but it's at the end of the day, it's still Aaron Rodgers. And Aaron Rodgers can make plays, especially when he's throwing the ball down the field, or sometimes when he's throwing out of the pocket, he can throw the ball down the field. We cannot underestimate the greatness of Aaron Rodgers. And I said this so many times, he's one of the greatest throwers of the ball I've ever seen in my life. And so the Bears, they're gonna have their hands full because we know Aaron Rodgers is not like Derek Carr, and he's definitely not like Jared Goff. So Sean Desai is gonna have to scheme up a game plan or run disguise cover blitzes. Don't blitz him too much, because if you blitz Aaron Rodgers too much, he's gonna end up like carving the middle of the field. He's going to get his receivers wide open. We know that he can throw the ball, and he can also identify the type of blitzes, the type of defense. Right, exactly.
Well, the Bears do have a lot of trouble ahead of them. We already missing David Montgomery, and now Damian Williams going to be gone too because of COVID-19 protocol that he just went through. So now it's down to Khalil Herbert. I don't know if Ryan Nall probably will most likely be playing. They probably gonna bring some more practice squad players in just for this week just to have them come in and play and take more of a role too. Artavius Pierce might be back. So
right,
yeah, man. Bears running backs is depleted. Hopefully their offensive line come to play. They've been doing very well in terms of run blocking, but they still have not quite fully improved in the pass blocking area. Jermaine Ifedi is down, so he's not going to be there. I forgot the name of the guy that's going to replace him.
I think it's Elijah Wilkerson.
Okay, Elijah Wilkerson. Well, we're just going to have to see how he do as well, because Elijah Wilkerson, he did show last week once Ifedi went down that he is an excellent run blocker, and he finishes plays aggressively, but it's still going to have to work on that pass blocking. They didn't give Justin Fields way too much time. He was still sacked 3 times, like 6 or 7 times in that game. And Green
like
Bay
8 quarterback hits.
The best pass rusher. Yeah, they still had 3 sacks. I think they still had like 8 quarterback hits last week. So Bears offensive line definitely has to try to improve, or they're going to have to find a way to scheme a lot better in this game. Scheme almost perfectly in this game to try to protect Justin Fields a lot better, because he has already taken way too many hits. He's taken way too many hits already, and they need to find a way to keep him healthy, because with this offensive line, he's going to end up getting injured. So they're going to have to make sure they still try to find a way to fit in those misdirection plays, those screen plays, because I haven't been seeing it too often. So they got to be able to do that, or at least have some type of tight end screen, something to catch the Packers off guard to try to just,
or like bubble screens or something,
Yeah, they have to do something that keep this pass rush, this Packers pass rush tired, and keep them running up and down the field. That way, when the next time the Bears do have a pass play, there's not much of a pass rush there. Justin Fields able to scan the field, find an open man. If not, take off and run, whichever one is plausible for him. And of course, he has to learn how to fucking slide too, instead of constantly taking a hit. But yeah, man, it's gonna be rough. I don't know if you heard my video already. I don't think the Bears is going to be able to pull it out. They're going to be able to keep it close, but I don't know if our team will be able to pull it out this week. If they do, I'd be happy, but I don't know.
Yeah, I actually had the Bears winning. But other than that,
you said you got them winning?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm about to say, yeah, this is the most vulnerable time to beat the Packers, much like it was in 2018.
Right.
But the only thing that throws everything off is the cornerback position. unless they have Jalen Johnson glued to Devontae Adams the whole game, he gonna
Their offense
kill
is pretty
Duke.
much dead.
He gonna kill Duke Shelley and Vildor. They might got the speed to keep up with him, but they definitely ain't got the size. And
Yeah,
all else
Alan
you
Lazard
got to do
and
is
MVS do have the speed.
Yeah, this one I'm like, so that they're gonna have to have Jalen Johnson glued to that man all the whole game, much like the Bears in the years past used to have Tillman glued to Calvin Johnson all game. No matter where he went, that's where he went. So this, if the Bears not willing to do that, if Sean Desai believes that his scheme can work, then we'll see. Because last week he had over 20 yards receiving. He had 100 yards in the first half, like 125 yards on 5 receptions and a touchdown. He can definitely go for that in this game. And Cincinnati secondary better than the Bears secondary. So what do you
and
think?
he had over 206 yards the last game against the Bengals.
Yeah. This one I'm like, it can go either way. You know, the Bears secondary can show up and they scheme correctly, and then every time he try to get the ball, they hit him hard or whatever, cause him the alligator arm the ball or whatever. You know, but how do you view this game so far? Because I view it as a loss. Tell me why you view it as a win.
Well, like I said, I don't know if you saw the press conference, but one of the reporters, were interviewing. Well, the reporters, of course, were interviewing Justin Fields about what this rivalry means and how he was a part of that Ohio State and Michigan rivalry. And you could hear like one of the reporters, like you could hear him like audibling, like, "Oh, is Michigan or the Bears like Michigan and the Packers like Ohio State?" And everybody was like kind of smirking and laughing at it. But if you saw Justin Fields' face, like he was all business, man. Like he was all business. Like you could tell like how pissed he was, And he's like, "Okay, that's how you feel." I'm like, "Okay." I mean, watch what happens this Sunday. You think that we're Michigan, okay? And the fact that we've never had a quarterback of his caliber. I mean, if you ask Mitchell Trubisky this type of question, he's probably like, "Nah, it's whatever." Like he wouldn't have had the same type of mentality as Justin Fields or even Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, I mean, you could even say like some of his teammates saying that he wasn't a great leader. He was one of the most talented quarterbacks in terms of arm strength, and he was kind of sneaky athletic, But if you talk to some of his old teammates, they were saying, "Oh, he's not really too much of a great leader. He's too laid back." I mean, even though he did want to win, I'll give Jay Cutler that he wanted to win, but it's just that he didn't have that type of if factor that can lead the team to a win. But with Justin Fields, he's completely different. Like he's cut from a different cloth, man. Like whenever sometimes that he walks into a room, like people kind of like, it's like he has that type of if factor and he kind of commands that type of presence and everybody follows it. I mean, if you even saw that last game when he took that gruesome hit, man, to the knee, man, he almost extended his knee and he was able to get off of it like nothing happened. I mean, that was man, that just shows how tough this kid is, how tough this guy is. And I think with Bill Lazor, he's going to scheme up a game plan. I'm not too sure, but he's going to scheme up a game plan where he's going to allow Justin Fields to cook. And what I mean by he's going to allow Justin Fields to cook is that he's going to allow him to kind of throw the ball down the field a lot more than he's had in the past couple games. Like against Detroit, he's thrown the ball a couple times, to Darnell Mooney. He's thrown the ball to Darnell Mooney a couple times, and even Marquise Goodwin a couple times. And so he's going to find a way because we already know, I'm pretty sure that this team already knows that this Green Bay secondary is already depleted. So they're going to try to take advantage of their secondary, and they're probably going to take the top of the defense. And if the Bears go down on the red zone, we already know that they're very successful in terms of their offense of scoring down in the red zone. So I wouldn't even be surprised, if the Bears, go up or score at least more than 20 points this game, because we already know 10 out of 10 times the opposing team's offense, according to the Green Bay's defense, they always score 10 out of 10 times. So I think Bill Lazor, he's going to scheme up a game plan to kind of help Justin Fields be successful this game.
Yeah, like I believe all that is going to happen. I just believe that this Bears defense won't be able to stop Green Bay Packers offense. I believe they're going to be able to stop the run possibly for most of the game. You know, because even though Green Bay even though in every game they always had at least one of their running backs tee off on the defense. So I believe that's probably going to continue, but it's not going to happen in the run game. It's going to happen more so in the passing game against the Bears. You know, this Bears pass defense has been great at times, but for the most part, they still usually give up big chunk plays. So when the Bears need that stop at most, you know, it happened a few times against the Raiders last week. It's happened all this season. It's just a simple fact that every week that has gone by, the Bears defense has been able to correct it a little bit more. They held one of the best passing offenses. Derek Carr passed for 369 yards, 206. No touchdowns, 1 interception. So it's not like this defense can't stop the pass. Just that it's too many of those big chunk plays. And when you're going against a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, you know, and you still got receivers like Devontae Adams and now Randall Cobb coming back, that always had highlights against the Bears, always had crucial catches against the Bears.
Bears killers.
Everything else. Yeah, Bears killers. So it's like, yeah, man, it's you can't allow Aaron Rodgers and company to have those type of opportunities, because when they do get those opportunities, they make us pay in the worst case possible. I know Randall Cobb and Devontae Adams yards after catch going against the Bears got to be extremely high, because it seems like they always able to find that open lane and take off and run against the Bears. So yeah, man.
And I want to see what Eddie Jackson's gonna do this game. Is he just gonna freaking loaf, or is he gonna make some tackles? Because especially with the safeties, I mean, Tashawn Gibson, he's a good tackler, but he's gonna have to do something. Him and Eddie Jackson in particular, he's gonna have to really earn his money, because you're paid to be one of the highest safeties in the league. Because at times, Eddie Jackson, he's getting blown out of coverage, or he's not making those key tackles in those games, or he's always trying to look for those interceptions. Eddie, you can't always try to look for interceptions, man. You're gonna have to sometimes tackle and get down on on your legs, or get down and try to take down the wide receiver. You just can't just loaf, or just say like, oh, I'm gonna let the other guy look at some other guy and say, oh, you're gonna tackle, or I'm gonna tackle, or you're gonna tackle. No, if you see your man, if you see the guy with the ball, try to take him down, take his knees out, take his legs out, grab him by the legs, grab him, and don't let him go.
I get it, man. You know, Eddie Jackson has been playing worse and worse every year, but over the past few weeks, his tackling has been a lot better. At first, he wasn't. At first, it was like they was breaking tackles on every goddamn thing, couldn't make a tackle at all. But it seems like as weeks go on, it's like he's getting more into football shape, more willing to put his body out there on the line. You know, he's been able to do that a little bit more. Now, of course, he still has that occasional broken tackle on him, but his tackling has improved a lot better. It's like he's getting more and more in tune with the game, so that's helping him out a lot more. Tashawn Gibson, in the limited time that he did play, because he did switch out with DeAndre Houston Carson at times, he did make an excellent key play. You know, him and Khalil Mack had combined on the sack.
On a sack, yeah, I remember. Yep.
Second quarter, so he has been able to go out there in spurts and make some plays too. But in this game in particular, we're going to need those guys mainly to be the safeties. You know, keep everything in front of them and don't let nobody get behind them, because That's what it's going to take to beat the Packers. Going to have to try to keep everything in front of them. They can't let nobody get behind them. It's always going to have to be damn near a
In the
two deep
middle of the field.
shell. Yeah. Well, not only that, they're going to have a two deep shell and have the middle linebacker protect the middle of the field. I hope that the linebacker can cover the next 20 to 25 yards down the field, and I hope that Aaron Rodgers not able to fit that ball in between that, because what was usually open when you run a two deep shell, it's the middle of the field and it's the sideline. So you're gonna have to hope that your corners is able to protect somewhere between the 15 to 20-yard range, and hope that your safeties can protect it back nine, and hope that your middle linebacker can protect the 20 to 25-yard line in between the safeties and the corners. So it's like, man, it's a lot of responsibilities out there. When you deal with Aaron Rodgers, they got a rocket for an arm that can fit it in as small as a hose, and make it that much tough. And that's the only reason why I got the Packers winning this game. Some people thought the Raiders was going to beat the Bears last week. I said, no, sir. The Raiders defense is not that good. They overrated. The Bears are going to be able to beat them. And the moment the Bears get a whole bunch of pressure on Derek Carr, was a wrap. It's going to be almost the same with the Packers, just way more firepower. They're going to be able to get pressure on Aaron Rodgers. They're going to be able to make him, force him to make some mistakes, but it's not going to be enough. That's just how I feel. I do not feel like it's going to be enough to win this game, man. I'm taking an unbiased approach here. Like, if the Bears do win it, you know,
I
I'm going to
mean,
be happy.
either way, I don't think it's really unbiased, because the Packers are really vulnerable. I mean, pretty much like their offense has been pedestrian. It hasn't been the best. It's not like it was last year. They're like their offense is like in the middle of the road. Like, I think they're like 15th in offense. That's like in the middle of the pack. And of course, their defense is like dead last in like points per game, or giving up points per game. So, I mean, either way you choose it, I mean, it's kind of like a pick 'em. Like if you think the Bears are going to win, okay, it makes sense. You kind of understand why the Bears are going to win. If you think the Packers are still going to win, yeah, it makes sense, because of course, you know, it's Aaron Rodgers, and Aaron Rodgers, you know, he has the formula to beat us, you know, and and either way you cut it, it's not even easy to beat Aaron Rodgers at all, because, you know, he's one of the greatest quarterbacks like to play the game. And so I mean, I think both teams, they're gonna have their work cut out for them, you know, this upcoming Sunday. But just going back to this game, what was I gonna say? Like, what I mean, what do you think of like Matt Nagy? Have you like kind of gained some trust in Matt Nagy, or like are you still, you know, not trusting in him? You know, the fact that he kind of gave up play calling.
What's the trust about him? You know, I still feel like he has a hand in. Still feel like he has some hand in the play calling. You know, he's supposed to be a terrific leader, but I don't know how he showed that much leadership. Yeah, he gave up play calling, but he's still involved in everything. I guess now he's supposed to be the biggest cheerleader. If the Bears do wind up going 10-7 or having a winning record this year, that means he's still gonna come back. Does that mean is he gonna still wind up trying to call plays next year and wait until he fuck up and then try to turn it over again, or what? I don't know.
It's like a revolving door.
If you ask most Bear fans if they trust Matt Nagy to still be
They'll say no.
the Bears, majority gonna say hell no. You know, because of the damage that he's done. You know, his incompetence, his smug ass attitude. You know, it's hard to respect him. That has to go through so much turmoil. People damn near, when everybody calling for the jobs, to a point that even the ownership is ready to fire him in order for him to give up play caller, and it shouldn't even take that. After last year, he shouldn't even been trying to call no more plays. The role he
should
now,
have been fired last year. He should have been fired.
Right. He should have, even though, yeah, respectively, he should have been fired. But They gave him opportunities, so he's making the most of the opportunity. And the Bears keep winning, he's gonna be here. He's
Yeah.
gonna be here until whatever happens. If they get a better play caller, or if the play caller improve over time and the Bears end up getting even better personnel, especially at the offensive line, which
Oh
that's
yeah,
really
the
what
offense.
it's really what the Bears need right now. They just need to improve the offensive line. If let's say Tevin Jenkins come back and be A1 from the moment he comes back all the way through, that secure the right tackle spot. Now that's a major weakness. Now the Bears only have one weakness, and it's at the center position, Sam Mustipher. Sam
Yeah, I
Mustipher,
wanted to talk about that. Man,
yeah,
Sam
he's
Mustipher. This guy's always getting pushed back, man. It's like I don't know what's going on with this guy, but he was talking about how he put on a lot of weight and how he gotten stronger. Well, from what I've seen in the tape, he hasn't gotten any stronger. He seems kind of gotten worse from last season, in my opinion.
Oh, he definitely has. I don't know. It's not even that he gotten weaker. It's like he gotten stronger because he don't get pushed back as much, but he still get pushed back way too damn much. It's too many times where watching the game, the commentator's like, look on this replay. The center Sam Mustipher gets pushed back. I'm like, damn, again, again. If it wasn't him, it was Jermaine Ifedi getting ran
Right.
over completely.
Or he's getting
And I'm
false
like,
starts.
right, but Jermaine Ifedi not playing in this game. So if Wilkinson can play right, the only weak link will be Mustipher, and hopefully he can do something a little bit better, because going against that Packers defensive line, that
Especially Kenny Clark.
yeah, I'm about to say that the two defensive linemen, they can definitely like wreck some shit. Like they can test some shit up now. Cody Whitehair and James Daniels can hold their own, but Sam Mustipher is a huge concern for me. A huge concern. I feel like if the center and guards get beat up the middle, this could be a major problem, because of course the
Especially for a
tackles,
run game.
right? If the tackles can do something, that's fine. They push the guys out, quarterback step up in the pocket and still make the throw. But the pressure is coming up the middle. The quarterback has no chance. He has absolutely no chance. So they're going to have to make sure that they can secure that middle very well, and then that can give the quarterback a way better chance to basically succeed out there. But it all comes down to the offensive line. So that right side and the center has to be able to get it together, because that's only how it's going to pan out. And that run game got to be right. We got to see how Khalil.
I think they need to make James Daniels the center, because he played mostly center in college and most of his college and high school career. And I think later on during his sophomore or junior year, he kind of moved to guard. But like he's a great, like you could play James at center, because he at times even with the Bears, he kind of played center and he played really well. If Sam Mustipher, if he doesn't show any type of improvement, they're going to have to really adjust this offensive line, because it's like, even when it comes to communicating, right? Like if they're running like these bubble screens or these halfback toss, sometimes you'll see Sam Mustipher, he's missing on his man. Like sometimes he's supposed to get up to the second level and cover the linebacker, but it's like he kind of forgets his assignment, and then he just like kind of looks at the linebacker. And then you see the running back, he's trying to run, you're in his way, or the linebacker is just tackling him. And it just kind of blows up the play. And that play could have been a good play if you would have knew your assignment. That's the thing. They're not communicating well. He's not knowing what his assignment is. And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's
issue. I don't know.
It's more so like, it's not like that he don't know his assignment. It's more so he not using the proper technique, and he's not using the proper adjustments. Like when you like at certain times, if you see that the man is lined up in between you and the guard and the left guard. Automatically you should switch up the protection to have both you guys double team, and then you switch off, either go to the right D tackle or go up to the middle linebacker or the
Middle
left
linebacker,
outside
right?
linebacker. Instead, he'll continue to double team the lineman and don't get to the second level. And then that guy from the second level come in and go run past him. That's still usually be the one that get the running back. Or
Mm-hmm.
he'll be by himself and use poor technique, and instead of being able to push the guy out of the way, the guy knocks him down, runs his ass over, and able to get the running back in the backfield where the running back got to dance and then
Mm-hmm.
probably break that tackle, only end up probably getting a yard or two because he had to dance and do all his extra shit because of that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's the main thing that's annoying to me. The center position has not been strong since Olin had left. Yeah, we got a few decent years out of Cody White here and a few other guys that came in after that, but we really have not had real strong consistency since then. So we just got to see exactly how this is going to play out because you say it's a pick'em game. I say really this can be a 7 point swing either way. But it's definitely swinging more so towards the Packers having a 7 point victory in this game at least. So it's like I don't know. It's a lot
Yeah.
of things to look. How do you think the Bears defense will be able to match up with this Packers offense? Do you think it's even a chance that the cornerbacks will be able to contain the Packers receivers in this game?
Um, I mean, Kendall Vildor, like he's been playing really well, and of course, uh, Jalen Johnson, he's been playing lights out. He's been playing like a superstar cornerback. I mean, if you look at his past 5 games, he's averaged a QBR rating of 46.5 QBR rating. Um, he has like I think 6 pass breakups and like to 1 interception. And whenever the QBs target him, they have a completion percentage of around 56 for completion percentage. So basically, with Jalen Johnson, like he's been pretty much been locked down. He's been pretty much playing really well. And the thing about it, is that I'm not too much worried about Jalen Johnson because Jalen Johnson, he was talking about how he wants to guard some of the best receivers, and he says that he wanted to guard Devontae Adams, and this is his chance to prove. I feel like Jalen Johnson, this is his real chance to prove who he really is as the number one
Yeah,
cornerback, you know. And also, with Kendall Vildor, Duke Shelley, all those guys, they have to really step up and prove who they really were. This is where they have to really make their money. Those guys, you have to, defend MVS. You got to defend Alan Lazard. I mean, I know they're nowhere near as good as Devontae Adams. And a lot of people say, "Oh, he got Aaron Rodgers." No, Devontae Adams, he's a superstar wide receiver. I don't care what anybody says because he has great, impeccable route running skills. You know, I know that Jalen Johnson, he's not going to stop him. He's going to have to slow him down. And like
yeah,
you said, he's going to have to stay on him. Like, with Peanut Tillman did with Calvin Johnson, he's going to have to stay on him. And with Kendall Vildor and Duke Shelley, they're going to have to not allow Alan Lazard and MVS to go overneath them or over them. They're going to have to stay on them. They can't like allow them to take the top off of them because if they do, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, if he finds them, is game over. And of course, you saw from last year, the last game of the season, Chuck Pagano, he put that linebacker Danny Trevathan on MVS, and that was a bad idea. And guess what happened? He threw for that 76-yard touchdown toward the end zone, and,
yeah,
and it pretty much just
yeah.
changed the whole trajectory of the game. And yeah, like Kendall Vildor and Duke Shelley, they're gonna have to really pay attention to their assignments. They're gonna have to communicate. They're gonna have to stick with their man, and of course, with Roquan Smith, he's gonna have to kind of be the leader of the defense and of the secondary, and I mean pretty much the whole defense is gonna have to step up, because You've seen this time and time again where, Aaron Rodgers has just pretty much carved us down the middle, or at times he will carve us, when he has an open receiver downfield. So, like I said, like the defense, they're going to have their work cut out for them.
This is what I'm saying, man. That's why I'm like, it is an interesting matchup, man. I can't wait to see this matchup this Sunday, It's just, I don't know. I got maybe 30% chance of the Bears winning this game, 35 at the most.
Man, dude, you seem so down.
Like I said, man, if they win it, man, I'm gonna be happy. And to me, that's a high percentage, 35% chance. Most people is giving the Bears 5%, 10% chance, 3% chance the Bears.
Yeah, nobody really has. Not even the national media. They don't even have the Bears winning at all.
Well, national media picked the Bears to lose every goddamn week. Shit. So I think some of the national media picked the Lions to beat the Bears a few weeks ago. So
even though they love Justin Fields, they talk about Justin Fields so much. I mean, they still expect him to lose. I'm like, oh my gosh, man.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the national media said the Bears will win 5 games at the most. At the most, they already got 3.
Right.
They already got 3. So that's why I'm like, ain't no way that the Bears is gonna crumble that bad.
And we already know CEO said the Bears are not going to win more than 6 games. So remember that bet, CEO. If the Bears win more than 6 games, get that cash app ready. Get that cash app ready.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, come on, man. The Bears has already improved that they way better than everyone thought they would be. They already been proving it. So if the Bears win this game, then this let me know that the Bears definitely have a chance to be legit contenders in the NFC, especially if everyone is able to stay healthy long enough that Tariq Cohen comes back. I hope Tariq Cohen comes back just before David Montgomery so we can add another layer to this offense. So by the time Montgomery come back, they got everybody rolling.
I got a question. So if the Bears beat the Packers and if they beat the Buccaneers, would you consider them somewhat of a playoff contender or a threat in the playoffs?
Somewhat. They is very, very dangerous in the NFC if they whoop the Packers and the Bucks and 2 weeks straight. Oh man, the media gonna be sucking the Bears' dick after that. What the hell are you talking about?
Oh hell yeah!
They're gonna be deep into that shit. Like, oh, the Bears is the truth. They're the truth, just like they was in 2018 when they beat the hell out the Rams.
Stephen A. Smith has to say about that.
Right, as soon as they beat the hell out the Rams, right after that game, they was like, oh, they the truth. I
remember that.
Right, they was all down for everything. That's what I'm saying. Like, come on, man. Now if the Bears win both of those games, man, the media gonna be picking the Bears to win every game after that. Even after they get blew out or whatever, I'm still picking the Bears. That was a fluke, boy. That's the way it is, man. So this is what I'm like. Come on,
I wonder what Schleck Daddy was gonna say after we win. Oh, don't be fooled. The Bears still suck.
Right, I swear to God, he gonna say that. Like it don't matter. Like it is what it is. The haters is gonna hate.
Way. The mediocre McCaskies.
Right. Oh yeah, because that man do be turning red as fuck, be snapping and be right on tape and shit. It is what it is. People. You gonna have the haters. You gonna have the faithful. You gonna have the people that flip flop on the team. So it is what it is, man. I remember
that video you made. Message to those flip-flopping Bears fans.
All right, that's why I said be careful for what you wish for. Now the thing is though, us Bear fans got lucky to draft Justin Fields because we could have just been stuck with $80 and Nick Foles. Mm-hmm. That's who we could have been stuck with, and then during this podcast, I asked would have been sitting like this the whole time, like, man, the Packers gonna kill our ass, boy. Like, shit, our ass is 2-3 already, or 1-4. We finna get smoked right now. It's not even worth it. That's all I'm saying. That's why I'm like, man, be ready
But
for that shit, boy.
did you predict the Bears were going to be 3-2 by week 5? Did you predict they were going to be 3-2? I mean, be
Yeah.
honest.
No, actually, based on my prediction, I'm gonna tell you the games. I predicted them to beat the Rams. It didn't happen, but I said they was gonna beat Cincinnati. I said they was gonna lose against Cleveland, but I said they was gonna beat um,
Detroit.
Detroit and the Raiders. I said they was gonna beat them both.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually had the Bears being 4-1 at this time, and then losing to the Packers and being 4-2. So if the Bears beat the Packers, then the Bears are actually their record is still be on point to being 10-7 because I predicted the Bears win 10 games this year. So if the Bears beat the Packers, then the record is still lined up to the way I said it would. So I predicted the Bears would be 4-2 after 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So if they win this game, that'll be on. But then I said they lose to the Packers, lose to the Bucks. I think that I said they'll lose to the Steelers, and then they go on a little win streak, start losing a little bit again, go on another win streak to finish out the season. So if they beat the Packers and the Buccaneers, I'm gonna be shit cheesing the next few podcasts and streams and shit. Like, yeah,
I know
boy.
you're gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna have a smile on your face.
I'm definitely like, hey, CEO, pay that money, man. Come on now, Jonah Pitney Jr.
Pay that money,
Come
nigga.
on. I'm like, yeah, Jonah Pitney
You
Jr.
have to change
right
your
on.
name to Jonah Pitney Jr.
Yeah. He gonna definitely be mad. We probably ain't gonna see his ass in the stream after that. He go disappear
Hell
for a
no.
while.
He's gonna be like Don Burr.
I swear to God, dude. Matter of fact, yeah, Don Burr did disappear after the Bears whooped on Detroit.
All right, when we swept them. I remember when Ghost made a video. I remember he made Ghost made a video. I think during the 2018 season, he was like, "We swept you, bitches," and then like he's like saying, "Where are you, Don Burr? Where you at? Where you at? Oh, nowhere to be found." He was going straight off on the DVE. He was going straight off on the DVE.
Yeah, Don Burr was crying. I know he was.
Yeah.
He couldn't do that, but it is what
nowhere
it
to be
is,
found.
man. So we all we can do is just stay tuned to what's gonna happen, man. That's all we can do. Oh, matter of fact, I didn't even know you had a sports hangout yesterday, man. I don't know what the hell was going on with YouTube. I ain't get nobody notification about nothing. You had one, Butters had one, and a few more people, and I ain't getting not one notification. It's popping up today, but no notification popping up yesterday. None of that shit. I was like, I guess.
Right. Yeah, Raider Nick, he came on yesterday, bro. We were talking for a little bit. We were talking about a little bit about the NFL and the NBA and how the Bulls are going to be looking good this season.
Yeah, I gotta see how that's going to turn out. I might wind up watching a little bit of Bulls basketball. I ain't gonna watch too much. I ain't gonna watch. The Bulls ain't gonna have my head fucking throbbing like crazy.
I know, especially during those Rose eras when Derrick Rose, and like during the early 2010s, man, those were heartbreakers, bro. Heartbreaker. Man,
I'm gonna see how it go because I still read the newspaper. I'm one of the old heads that still read the newspaper and shit. So I'll be checking out the scores and everything else, seeing how everything is. So I'm gonna definitely see how everything going with that because they don't show the Bulls basketball on local TV no more. You gotta have cable.
No, they don't. I don't know why they don't do that.
I guess they contract ended with WGN.
Yeah. It's like they don't show the White Sox, they don't show the Bulls, and they don't even show the Cubs. It's like, what's the point of watching WGN now? It's like, man.
Yeah, I believe they ended the contract with all those teams in like 2016, 2017. That's when they ended the contracts.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. They got to renew it or something, or was either the viewership was going down or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess everybody's tuning onto YouTube and other stuff like cable channels because they got the Fire Stick you know, everybody's watching on their Fire Stick and they're watching on YouTube TV.
Right. So I don't know, man. I figure it out. You know, I figure out however they're gonna do it, but it is what it is with that.
But I'm definitely gonna take work off on Sunday so I could stream the game. So I'm gonna probably stream the game for this Sunday, man. For this Sunday afternoon.
Okay. We'll go ahead and check that out and see how that is.
Right.
Sure.
I'm
about to say I'll go ahead and hop on that shit with you just before the halftime show. You know, I do the halftime show and everything else.
Right. I'm gonna see if I could do it on Streamyard instead of just going straight on YouTube. I'm gonna do because I used to just kind of do it straight on YouTube. Now I'm gonna do it on Streamyard. So.
Okay. That's how I do it. I do it that way. Because Saturday, the StreamYard being flipped, the motherfucking clock being flipped over again. So I'll probably do the sports hangout Saturday. I don't know.
Right.
I know I've been to the halftime show Sunday. I do know that for a fact, but I might do it Saturday and see how.
So can you still use StreamYard? Because I remember you told me that you had problems using it, or you're overusing StreamYard.
Yeah, I can't stream, but I can still hop on everybody else's stream. That's the reason why I'm on yours.
Oh, okay.
I can hop on everybody else's and still talk, but I can't do it myself. No, until it resets.
Right.
So the moment I'm pretty sure the moment it hit 12 o'clock or whatever, that's when it switches up, or whatever StreamYard .com or whatever the hell they are located. That's when it'll switch, and then boom, it'll be reset.
Oh, and that's when you can stream again, or what?
Yeah, that's when I can stream again. So I'll be able to stream again tomorrow.
Cool. Oh, yeah. Okay. So cool. We still get more Jonah Pitney hangouts then.
Right. Go ahead and have some more hilarity.
Yeah. Freaking Donnie. So I tried to call out Donnie the other day, but he didn't show up on my stream. He was too much of a bitch.
Yeah, I think some of the videos you posted with him talking about him. I was like, oh no, everybody coming at this fat ass nigga here, fat boy.
This Pillsbury doughboy fat ass.
Right, that's why I was like, oh well, it is what it is.
It is what it is. He
act like he want to fight, but he one of those people that be like, man, I'll beat your motherfucking ass on my mama, and pull out the gun. You be like, damn, I thought you wanted to fight. Yeah, I'm fighting you right now.
That's what he is. He's 6'9", bro. He's 6'9". He's a snitch. He's the type of guy who will snitch on you real quick.
Hey man, I already said Fist like that. He the one who will tell a nigga to go kill a motherfucker, but like, man, I ain't had nothing to do with it. Hey, that nigga stay on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Drive.
Main Street.
Right. He stayed right over there. Man, I know his address. He sent me a letter with everything. I show you. Don't send me to jail.
Hell yeah.
My mom. Man, this I already know, man. People will do that shit. He one of them too.
He's a total rat. He's a total rat. He would rat on your ass. He'd be like in that music video with Chief Keef, where he had that rat. You ever seen that Chief Keef music video where he has a rat?
I think I have.
Like, oh, okay. And then the detective's giving him a cheese. It's funny as hell. I'm like, that's 6'9" right there, bro.
Oh, that's definitely him.
Yeah. But anyway, man, I think we're almost at 50 minutes, so we're probably gonna end the stream over here today. So, do you have any last thoughts before we end the stream, bro?
Man, just make sure just to tune in to the Main Event Podcast every Friday, man. In between 5 and 6 o'clock. That's when we do get started. Today we started a little bit later because I was just working like crazy, moving around. But if everything comes into place, we start at 5 and 6. Make sure to tune in to Kale Sports Talk. Every chance you get, man, just tune into his page. What he do is his commentary as well. The Jonah Pitney Podcast. Main Event Podcast, and other 50 sports hangouts, and
Give me
that
to 100 subscribers, man. Give me to 100 subscribers before the end of the season.
Yeah. I'm about to say make sure too you try to get some of them banners out so that you can have yours tickering at the bottom too, so that you can have people make sure they tune in to this and that. The link they put links in the description and everything, man, so that you can try to spread the word out. Shit, that's exactly what I'm gonna be doing next stream. I'm gonna make sure to put your link in the description and make sure people tune in to it and check it out, man. I'm gonna do that shit. Real talk. Try to make sure people subscribe to your page and try to keep spreading the word out. That's all, man.
Right.
Shit. Matter of fact, the next stream too, I'm gonna put my cash app down so there. Even with the Main Event Podcast that we do with that, if we get donated $5, you get $2.50. It'll go like that. We're gonna be splitting. You know, keep that shit smooth.
Or we could invest that money into into the Main Event Podcast business. Like if we need new computers or new banners or Streamyard, like that costs money, all that stuff.
Right, upgrade Streamyard, do all that, upgrade it from both ends. So then when we do it from either end, we straight get everything set up. So yeah, this what I'm talking about, man. We on the same page. That's exactly what I'm trying to do, some shit like that. But that's how we gonna do it, man. You got any last words though, Kofi?
All I gonna say is that I'm stay tuned for this Sunday's game. I'm gonna stream this Sunday at 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. Eastern Time if you live in the East Coast, and 2 p.m. if you live in I think Central. No, I'm sorry, they're two. What is Pacific time zone? This is like
ain't this east
like
or west?
I'm talking about West Coast Pacific time zone. Is it like 9 a.m.?
West Coast is like 2 hours ahead of us.
Oh, they're 2 hours. I thought they're 2 hours behind us.
No, West Coast 2 hours behind us. East Coast is 2 hours ahead
behind us. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm gonna stream the game at 12 p.m. Central Time, 1 p.m. if you live in the East Coast, and 9 a.m. if you live in the West Coast, whatever. So yeah, stay tuned for that game. I'm gonna stream the Bears and the Packers game. I might stream the Chargers and the. Wait, is that a afternoon game too? The Chargers and the Baltimore?
I think so. I believe it is. I believe there's a 3:05.
But yeah, I'm gonna stream the Bears game this Sunday. I might stream the Sunday night football game if push comes to shove. But yeah, guys. But anyways, guys, this is your boy KO Kofi Hemming with KO Sports Talk, and my boy Jonah Pitney to my right. Jonah Pitney, the champ, bro. Number one. We're both number one. Let's go. But yeah, guys, this is your boy Kofi and your boy Jonah Pitney with the Main Event Podcast. And we'll see y'all later. All right, guys. Peace.
Peace out.
Okay, I really came back on my shit, my man.